There you go.
What's up, guys? We're live here with Steve Mank.
No, what? Are we live?
Yep.
Nice going. How long are we going to make this last? We can talk about car stuff till everybody falls asleep. What do you want to ask me? Come on, boss. You're doing the interview. You're going to be the professional. Yep. You're going to be the professional.
Right.
I'm just going to be the guy. Well, we've been discussing
Movie
cars for
cars
quite a
or
bit.
no
I want to know what kind of car you've got.
What kind of car I got? I don't have a car.
Join the club. Me either. I'm too busy building everybody else's cars all over the country, which is fine, but one of these days.
So what are you working on now?
Well, finally, for some of the time I spent at home.
Get a little closer.
We've got a 66 Mustang we're doing. It was a coupe. We turned it into a fastback. And we're just getting heavily into that. We're putting 4-link under it, coilovers. It's going to be a little bit of a road chaser. Go around Cloverleaf at 85 mile an hour, so you can stay on the asphalt. Working on a 63 Chevy pickup for a friend of ours who the car was originally bought new by his dad when they started the propane company. And we took it from just being a regular old fleet truck, and we're hot rodding it, and he's going to keep it forever. All my buddies behind me. Right. What else we got? Nash Metropolitan. One of them cars is about this big.
You have a bunch of them, don't you?
I have a bunch of them. Yeah, I've hot rodded. Nobody 20 years ago would even look at that car, but we've hot rodded a few of them. Put small block Chevys in them, small block Fords in them. And what else are we working on? A 75 Buick LeSabre convertible custom. It's all shaved, it's slammed on the ground, it's got 22-inch wheels. We're just getting the shell back together on that one. That's enough. And then, because my shop is on my ranch, the rest is all the stuff that comes down the driveway. Hey, Mank, can you fix this? Or hey, Mank, can you upgrade this? Or whatever. But it's never boring. We're never not busy. Like I'm here today in the middle of the day. What should I be doing?
Working.
Yeah, I'm hanging out at Jesse's. Well, I finally made it up here to see what it was like. Been 50 miles away from me for years. I've never been by here.
Every time you come
Drove past it, never stopped. Didn't even beep, didn't honk.
Didn't even see it.
No. You got a nice complex though. I am going to take some stuff home with me, so you guys can use this in court or whatever you need to do. I'm being very honest about being honest about my dishonesty. I got my eye on a few things. I don't think much of it will fit in the old puddle jumper, but next time I'll come up with a bigger vehicle.
Toaster.
But we're having fun. Always having fun. What else? Come on. Think of something else. Think of something good to ask me.
Movie cars.
Movie cars. Well, we haven't done any of those for a while, but I'm an old man, so I've been doing this a long time. I was lucky enough, back when there was a lot of TV shows in the 80s and 90s that actually had cars in them. I was involved with Hollywood Productions and Show Cars Incorporated, and we did the Batmobiles and a couple other vehicles for the first 2 Michael Keaton Batman movies. I say we because I was a part of the team of a half a dozen guys.
Tell them how much you got paid.
No, I can't. I didn't get rich. But I also toured and worked on some of the other cars like the Generalies, the Knight Riders, the A-Team vans, the second run of Knight Rider, which was the Shelby Mustang, which didn't last very long. We worked on them and toured them for a little while, but anything to keep doing it. But I was lucky. I was lucky to be in the right place at the right time because of what I can do with these hands to get asked to be part of those teams. And it was, as far as car building goes, custom car stuff, that was about the best 7 or 8 years of my career. Now that I'm in my mid-50s, but I'm still looking for the next one, the next big. Maybe it'll be right here.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I'll do something with Jesse. I don't know. He seems to be surpassing me big time. I may have to fill out an application before I go. We do a lot of neat stuff. I mean, we have a lot of neat projects and a lot of good friends, and you've met a few of them when we've done shows together. Who we've been friends in the car building community before TV even cared who any of us were. Before I went to Search and Restore at Power Block with Tim Strange, before I spent the couple seasons I did hosting Muscle Car, and me and Tim and even Chip, have been friends forever. You know, because we were just guys building cars because that's what we like to do before any of what's going on nowadays, which is great and crazy at the same time, even cared about us. We were doing it just to do it and go to the shows like where you and I met. You know, having fun.
Fun times right there.
Yeah, you go. I mean, you go to the shows, and it just opens up another door and another avenue of more stuff to do.
So you going to SEMA this year?
Oh, absolutely.
Hopefully
Are
I'll
you
be
going?
good. Hopefully I'll
Come
be good.
on.
We'll have to ask the wife.
Yeah, if you guys are in the industry and you've never gone to SEMA, there's only one thing you gotta be prepared for. If you go, you'll be saving your pennies because you will never ever not go again. I mean, it's toyland for what we do.
That's what he said about Detroit too.
Yeah,
It
was I right?
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Oh, that's right. You weren't going to come to Detroit. You were
Yeah.
kind of on the fence about
Yeah.
that because you were having a puppy or something.
Puppy. No, that's what happened last time when I was going to go to SEMA.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yeah,
that was
Detroit
awesome.
too. Like I've been
Detroit
involved
was
with the
awesome.
Riddler project, with a couple different projects with guys over the years. I still judge car shows all over the country. I have a crew that judges Hot August Nights out in Reno at the beginning of August.
Are
You
you
guys should
still judging?
come to that show. I judge for ISCA, who are all the Autoramas, World of Wheels, and all that stuff. I don't do too much no more, but we did that for about 25 years or so with a team of guys all over the country. Super 7 Magazine, do that stuff. Been doing that stuff for over 20 years. It's a stupid list. It's crazy. You just do anything you can to keep from having to get a real job, because when you're like me, you can't let a job interfere with your social life. So you just keep going and going and going. And contrary to popular belief, we're not all rich. We're just having a good time. Right? How long have you been doing this now? Like 6 months?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
No.
No.
What's the best car? I'm turning the tables on you. What's the best
no.
car? No, what's the best car that you have had the most fun building since you started doing this? Here or at home or wherever?
Probably
Was it the
Striker.
Cuda?
Probably Cuda.
Okay.
It was fun. A lot of fun times. Good
Yep.
memories building that car.
Which is how I met these guys, him and Jesse. I saw you guys for the first time in Chattanooga,
Yep, Chattanooga.
not a year ago even.
Yeah.
And yeah, that car get your
Imposter up
attention.
there.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
Chip's car up there. I had the Imposter up there. Yeah, it was a nice car. Got my attention, without a doubt. And then these guys started hounding me. They started asking me a whole bunch of questions, and it just never ended. So I didn't get any smarter. I didn't say, "Oh, no, here I am," answering questions live
Yeah.
on the internet.
What's your
There's
favorite car?
there's worse things they have to do.
What's your
You know,
favorite car
you know what? This will get your attention. People ask me, because of all the stuff that I've been lucky enough to do in all the years I've been doing this. People come up and go, "Okay, Mank, one car. If you could have one car, what would it be?" And when I tell them the answer, it blows them away. They don't believe it, because they're thinking I'm going to say either a muscle car or a big, Hemi-powered drag car, just something just totally animal, right? No, the one car, because of the timing,
Are you ready?
because of the time it was built, because of when it was built and everything else, and the engineering in the car, and if you do any work at chasing down the logistics and the engineering, the design of this car, you would understand. I would love to have a mid-50s Mercedes Gullwing coupe.
I was definitely not expecting that.
No, nobody ever does. But if you guys ever
I'd have
look
to
at one of
I'd
those
have to look
cars,
it up.
if you look at one of those cars, the old 300 Gullwing coupes from 55, 56, they're incredible engineering feats for that time. And I mean, they were race cars that were still legal. And yeah, they don't exist unless you have really deep pockets. So I probably won't own one. But no, that's my car. If I could have one car, that would be it.
What's your favorite car you built?
That I built for myself?
That you've been involved with?
Probably my 69 Roadrunner, which we just talked about. When I was 19, 20 years old, I found a 69.5 446 pack Roadrunner with the lift-off pin fiberglass hood. And I actually bought the car back then, before all this insanity, for $1,800. And I got in it, I turned the key, and I drove it home. And I kept the car. When you're in your early 20s, you don't have any money. I drove it every day. It was the only car I had.
Just so you know, you can't buy a car like that right now.
No.
For that much.
No, the hood would cost you that, and that is no lie. If you found the original hood. But you have no money when you're early 20s, so it was the only car I had. I drove it every day to work and back. I drove it to the grocery store. I drove it to the drag strip in Milan, Michigan, and in Norwalk, Ohio, on Saturday and Sunday, and drag race it all day long. Not even thinking about it breaking.
Yeah.
Drove it home, drove it to work on Monday morning. And I did that for a little over 2 years until it blew up on me. And I wasn't even beating on it. I literally was cruising to cruise night on Sunday night at the ice cream stand, and going 40, 45 mile an hour, and all of a sudden that 440 started knocking like you wouldn't believe. And I shut it off as fast as I could, but it didn't matter. It ate itself. And then, like I said, you got no money, so you hurry up and you sell the car and you buy another car so you can get to work on Monday. But that was my most fun, because that was drag racing on the street, drove it every day. It was the first serious power car I had. Back then, with radial tires, full exhaust system, completely street legal, that car ran 1220s at 128 mile an hour. In 1981, 1982, that was flying. That was flying. And of all the cars I built, and I've owned hundreds and hundreds of cars, that would be on the first at the top of the list of ones I would want back. If I could have that car back, I would love that car back. Right now, we're doing, I've been to the shop, and the Mustang he's built now. Go to his website, by the way, and check it out. They're taking a 72 flatback Mach 1 Mustang, and they are doing the sheet metal and all the cosmetics of that car on a brand new modern technology, suspension, steering, brakes, everything. Out of it. Yeah,
it's really cool.
it's going to look nostalgic, but it's going to be all modern technology, kind of like the Imposter. But we're still touring the Imposter. We went to Detroit for the Riddler Award a little over 2 years ago, and we still are touring that car. Everybody all over the United States and Canada still wants to see that car. We're still touring one of the Hemisphere cars, which is a car that Chip built when he,
The black one?
yeah, the black one, which it's a car that Chip designed as a project when he was in college, that many years later got built into an actual running, working car. They built 5 of them. We have car number 1, which is privately owned, but we're touring that car too. I mean, see, we could do this until the sun goes down. It's just, it never ends. There's just so much going on. We don't want to bore you guys. We'll save some for the next chapter.
Yeah.
Tune in again and see us at Jesse's Auto World or wherever we are.
Jesse's Muscle Car Garage.
Yeah, we got to give him a hard time. We can't let him off the hook that easy. I mean,
I know he wasn't even in the video, but for like
he came
10
over.
seconds.
Did he at least do a peace sign behind my hand?
Or something, yeah.
I would have been disappointed if he didn't.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna get off here.